liability, loss, damages, claims, cause of actions, including reasonable or legal fees and the expense that may be incurred arising out of related advertising breach of any of the foregoing representations or warranties. So now this is the slide you come to. It's got highlighted in green, and green stands for dollars. And that's why he would be agreeable to sign this clause. It's very simple. Without cause, this agreement may be terminated by either party without cause upon giving a 30-day prior written notice to the other party. So he simply can get out of the deal by giving you a written notice. What they fail to do is ever give you one. So that means that your claim of interest is still good, allows you to keep advertising until they cancel your service here. So this is a very, very good tool to have. Then when you sign this agreement, which is the next page, it says notice, and it's got the circle with the red around authorized agent. When you sign and you're a limited liability company or you're a real estate company that's a limited liability company, you always want to sign as the authorized agent. If you sign personally, that means that it's you signing, not your limited liability company. So you always want to have under there, in my case, it'd be like signing Mark Mop and its authorized agent. So generating leads while other people do the work. That's the key here, is to have the advertising agreement working for you. Other ways that you can put deals together where you have other people working for you is you can option a property. In a later date, we'll talk about that. Another tool I use open listings. So in other words, if they sell the house, they don't owe me anything. But if I bring them a buyer, then they owe it. That's another way that you can do it. You always want to work, if you're brand new in this business and you're an investor starting out, go to the local RIA clubs, find the experienced investors. If you have to, work for free for them, because they really are the ones that can coach you. And then you can always, if you're a wholesaler, you can assign the lead if you have a purchase agreement. Or in my case, that's what I do, is I assign my leads to somebody and I get paid for that. A few other ways to find buyers that you can sign up on an advertising agreement is yard or bandit signs. You can do newspaper ads. You can do classified ads on the internet. You can do go to the networking meetings. If you go to Meetup, there's a lot of them having virtual meetings. Go in and share that you're an active buyer or wholesaler. You can go to auctions. Remember, those buyers at those auctions are cash buyers. You can do email broadcasts. I told you you can get a buyer's list. You can do right now. Excellent buyers or sellers of property would be landlords. So some tips on how to promote your real estate in business is to know what you want, go to the networking meetings, promote what you want. If you don't know what you're doing, ask lots of questions and just tell people that. They'll help you. Create content. You can create videos, you can do blog posts, you can do guest posts on other people's, share your content. Where to go to get the best value in real estate is you want to go to, you can go to My Active Rain, and it's going to say, the slide for that's going to say free resources. And it's My Active Rain is a investor site that a lot of real estate agents, investors belong to, and it's activeраin.com/blogs/my name, Mark Mop, and it's on the slide here. That's a great place because we've got all of our past videos and training events on that blog and a lot of information. You can go to biggerpockets.com, another great place for information. You can go to Facebook page called TC Deals. So that's Todd's Facebook page. You can get great free training on my YouTube site, and they'll put the link here above. And it's YouTube /user/Ralph Mott. So now we're going to go through the advertising agreement here. So I usually try to get this long a term as I can. If I can get a year, then I'm going to put it at a year. It's whatever the person's comfortable with, because remember, he can cancel it with a 30-day notice. So you always want to keep bringing that up. So you want to get it as long as possible. It gives the parties, the first part, the parties, the real estate company, its address, its phone numbers, all of its contact, and then you're going to get the person who's doing the advertising, all their contact information, their phone numbers, their emails, their actual address, because it might be different from where the property is. Then you're going to get the property's information, the common address, the legal, the tax ID number, the advertising amount. So now this is important, because for the advertising amount, remember we said earlier we'll just use a fee of $4,000. So let's say they want $20,000 for the property. So in this particular one, you're going to put $24,000 because you've added in your advertising fee. They're going to owe you the advertising fee no matter what, even if they reduce the price. But you want to set it at where they want to feel comfortable and that your fee's in there. So then it's going to spell out all the services you provide. That you're going to advertise it. It talks about it's going to give all kinds of information here. I'm just going to skim down. It's going to give disclaimers. It's going to give all the ways that you do it. It's going to talk about truth in lending. It's going to truth in advertising agreements. It's going to talk about the fact that you're not representing anybody. Then you're going to have a spot in there to actually put your advertising dollar amount in there, which is the $4,000. That's section 2.1. We talked about it earlier. Then talks in section 2.5, the right to file the claim of interest. It covers all kinds of conditions here. Then we've talked about section 3, where you're going to mark that they don't want to list the property in the MLS. That's why you're doing the advertising agreement. Or they do want to list it, and you list it. Then there's a disclaimer on the warranties. There's truth in advertising. There's indemnification. There's the termination, how they can cancel out with a 30-day notice. You're going to have in there that there's a hold harmless if they misrepresent anything where they represent you. They're going to talk about the relationship. It's going to talk about it. If they decided, to sue you, it's going to have to go to arbitration, which means that you're not going to have to pay as many a long, drawn-out, costly court battle. It's going to be an arbitrator that makes the decision. It's going to be just everything there. And then remember, when you sign it, you're going to sign it. And then it also is going to have you. Okay, well, if you've gotten value out of today's meeting, and I'm going to still show you the actual advertising agreement and just go through some highlights on that too again. But if you got value out of it, please join our YouTube, subscribe, like the videos, come join our meetup site, and check out our Active Rain site.